As with anything, preparation is key. So in this video, we're going to go over 5 questions that you should ask yourself and your team before you start any survey project. 1. What is the project's purpose? 2. What questions should this survey answer? 3. What resources do you have available in your team? 4. How are you going to communicate the results? And 5. How are you going to follow up on those results? By working through these questions, you'll have a strong starting point and be well on your way to getting the results that you want. Every project needs a purpose. So before you start, ask yourself, why are you conducting a survey? The best surveys are testing out a hypothesis, which gives you an idea of what you're looking for and what you plan to find out. Instead of going in blind, ask yourself a couple of questions to help you narrow down your survey's goals and objectives. Who are the stakeholders involved and what are their interests? Let's say that you're doing a course evaluation that's measuring the general participant experience. Your course instructors might want specific feedback on their teaching methods. Who are your respondents? It's important that you understand your audience so you can ask them relevant questions. For example, if the course participants are university students, then you want to know about the teaching quality and specifically if the course is helping them learn. On the other hand, if they are corporate employees, you want to know if the course is effective for their jobs. What are you going to use the survey for? If it's to improve the quality of the course, select some key performance indicators that you can trace over time. But if you want to make recommendations, gather a wide range of feedback from different stakeholders so that the recommendations address the needs and concerns of all relevant parties. Do you need to collect any specific insights? This might not always be the case, but let's say you host online courses and you recently changed the software platform. You want to add questions to ask participants about their experience with the new software as well as its performance. Now that you have a clear understanding of your project's purpose, it's time to determine what questions you need to ask. I would always start with a survey template, but that doesn't mean you can't add your own questions. Start by brainstorming the most important topics and themes, and from there, make a prioritized list of the most important ones. It's really important that you don't overload your respondents with questions, because that will lead you to a low response rate. I would recommend that you use the nice to know versus need to know method. For example, let's say that you're running a film festival, and someone in your team wants to know people's experience with ticket prices. Now, if you can't affect ticket prices, it would be nice to know, but there's really no need to ask. Instead, focus on things that you can impact and influence. Assessing your available resources will result in a better and smoother execution of your project. Resources can be anything from budget, tools, time, and expertise. Ask yourself, what is your budget? Your budget has a direct influence on every aspect of your project, such as timeline, team members, and software. Do you have the tools and knowledge to carry out the project? If you don't, how can you make up for it? For example, do you hire additional staff? Do you outsource some of the tasks to other team members, or even adjust the project scope? How are you going to reach the respondents? Think about your target audience and how and where they're most likely to be reached. Ensuring that you have the right channels to get to the right people is crucial for your survey project. Are the colleagues that need to help you available? For example, if you're going to set up some integrations, IT needs to allocate time and resources to help you out. Be realistic about what you can achieve and the resources available to you. Even with limited resources, you can make up for it with careful planning and still achieve your survey's goals and objectives. Communicating the results of your survey is crucial because you need to have the relevant stakeholders not only understand the data, but also act upon the data that you've collected. When you're creating a plan for your results, think about your audience. This will inform what format you need to choose. For example, are you going to do a PowerPoint presentation, an online report, or maybe even a video? Most of the time, you'll mix and match different deliverables depending on your audience. Have a plan in place to follow up on the results. When people share their feedback with you, they expect action. If they don't see anything, they're going to feel that their opinion doesn't matter and won't participate on another survey that you might send to them. So make sure that you assign clear responsibilities with some clear actions and drive real change in your organization.